We notice the bad and we talk about the bad, but we don't notice the good and talk about the good. We don't harp on the good. And that's what you do wrong. You focus so much on the negative that you forget all the positive. And then when you do think about the positive, you're not putting the energy in the positive like you put in the negative. So it's no secret. You are where you are because you focus on stuff you ain't got no business focusing on. And when Michael Jordan, at the end of the year, he would win what's called the shooting contest. And so throughout the whole year, he might have averaged 32 points. He had the most points of any other basketball player as it relates to points in the game. If you paid close attention, the guy that was in second place might have averaged 30 points, and the guy under him might have averaged 29 points. Listen to me, this is important. But because Michael Jordan scored 32, he made millions more than everybody else because he was the top as it relates to scoring. For those of us who know about the game of basketball in America, for each shot is worth 2 points. So in actuality, Michael Jordan only scored one more, possibly, and I don't think he did, 2 more baskets a game than the average person, but this guy was a millionaire and made more money than anybody else because of one shot. I need you to understand this. He was known around the world as one of the most popular athletes in the world, has made more money hand over foot than any athlete in the world. Why? Not because he made 10 more shots. Not because he made 5 more shots. The guy only made 1 or 2 more shots a game over the course of his career than everybody else, and he's better, makes more money, lived a better life than everybody because he sacrificed enough to get those 1 or 2 shots. For some of you, it's 2 more shots, and you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier, and my whole life will change. I just need to get up 1 hour early. I just need to work 1 hour longer. You stop hitting that snooze button. If you were to make that one change, that one sacrifice, you would stop dreaming and start living it. It is literally at the darkest moment, right? You will win the war and not the battle. You don't never need to win another battle. Win the war. What's the war? My son's getting married. What's the war? Have enough money for create jobs for my kids. That's the war. What they do with the money, that's their battle. That's not my battle no more. You spend it wisely, that's on you. You blow it, that's on you. Take care of my wife, get her to California. That's the war. And you brag about how you're an adult. You're only an adult because of your age. You're not an adult because you command your life. You're an adult because of your age, and that's not what makes adulthood. You're not an adult because you are 18 years old, you're 25, 26. If you still kept catching temper tantrums, you still getting attitudes, that means you're not an adult in that area. That means that particular area controls you, right? You almost got into a car accident over with. Car accident been over with 10 hours ago, you still pissed about it. Or you done got into it with your friend. That happened 2 days ago and y'all still not talking. That's immaturity, right? It has everything to do with how you command your life. So if you have a bad day, which is no such thing of, it doesn't exist. You had a bad moment and you were so immature that you let that moment dictate the rest of your day, right? And y'all not kids no more. I don't do elementary school, right? I don't do elementary school because they really, a 5th grader, if I'm talking to a 3rd grader, 4th grader, 5th grader, kindergartner, I don't care what I tell them, they're not at a place of maturity where they can switch their mindset. They're kids, you grown. And some of you are grown, but you're still a child. And you brag about how you're an adult. You're only an adult because of your age. You're not an adult because you command your life. The only reason you're having a bad day is because of what you're thinking about. Now, it has the capacity in an hour to think about a whole bunch of stuff, but at one particular moment, it cannot think about more than one thing. So if you're having a bad day or having a bad moment, it means you're probably focusing on what? Whatever that bad thing is, that's what you're focusing on. Because you focus on the stuff that's wrong. We notice the bad and we talk about the bad, but we don't notice the good and talk about the good. You focus so much on the negative that you forget all the positive. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You're not where you want to be in your marriage, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. You are not the person you want to be, and it's not going to take you 20 shots. For some of you, it's one more shot. You don't know how many days you have. Like, I'm just going to keep it 100. You don't know how many days you have left. You don't want to be wasting days. Like, you're not God. Like, you don't create. You can't wake yourself up. You don't know how many days you have left. You can't be playing with the days you have on foolishness. I'm not here because I'm sweet. I'm here because one day I was like, yo, you need to get a control of this, bro. You need to get control of your life. You do not have control. You watch a dog on TV playing video games when you should be out here grinding. So there are people all the day, people on ET. Bro, you do not want to be me. You're not ready for this grind, bro. Some of you can show up when you're at home, when you go on the road, you struggle, meaning that when things are going the way you want, you cool, but when it rains, you got to grow up. Your body does not control you. If I got to get up early in the morning and get the money, I'm a morning person. If I got to go play somebody in their hometown and they got home court advantage, I'm about to come bring the heat. Like, listen to me, like, you got to stop playing. So most of you, what happens is when everything is favorable, you a beast. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. When everything is favorable, meaning like whatever conditions you like, when those conditions are right, you a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You gotta grow up. You gotta be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You gotta be at home person, on the road person. You gotta be when you feel good person, when you sick person, when you tired person. I took it offensive. My man looked at me, you tired. I'm like, bro, have you lost your mind? I'm about to kill it. But I had to do back-to-back speeches. 4 o'clock to 5, then they wanted me to wait till 8 to start again. I had to sit there for 3 hours and wait and like, let's go. Each one of us, the things that you don't have control over is the things that's keeping you from being sweet.